Thank you for allowing our praise team to have a rest, to have a break. It's great. Anyway, greetings and happy Thanksgiving season again to you all. So as we were singing, the last one was kind of touching for me too, and I was kind of thinking that when I was singing, you are beautiful beyond description, you know, I mean, because I don't know about you, but sometimes our lives can be so busy. When you feel that, like every day, like it's just moving so fast. And now we get a chance to stop. And I was thinking, am I really seeing Jesus Christ's beauty? Because my life is like a slideshow. You know, remember when you see a slideshow, they just, sometimes somebody speeds it up. You know, but it's nice to be able to come to church and be able to be reminded that it's good to pause and to consider maybe in that slideshow there should be Jesus, you know, because that slideshow is filled with busyness, with so many things. But it's good to stop, you know, to stand, you know, and stop and consider Jesus Christ as part of the life that we have. So I was saying, yeah, I think that's what we should do, that's what I should do. And I think that's what God is also telling us to do even in our congregation. It's going to be the end of the year, but we usually go through rethinking church, reimagining what we need to do, and to pause, you know, to consider. I remember when I was young, you know, I learned some great wisdom from my parents. You know, whenever I cross the street or whenever I cross the rail, there's these bits of wisdom that they tell us, you know, as kids. It says, stop, look, listen, right? So I think that has a lot of wisdom when we go through life that is so busy, and God says, stop, because if we don't stop, we might get hit by something, right? Stop. Pause and behold, look. Look, I think, can apply with the people around us. I mean, you know, we heard a message last week about how do we see people. Do we see them as clients, as projects, or do we see them as persons? Do we love them? To really look and to listen to people, because everybody have needs and we listen to them. But I think more importantly is to stop and look for Jesus, you know, in the picture. To behold that Jesus is beautiful, to look for Him and then listen. In my life, I think that's the most productive time of my life is when I stop working. What's that? You know, kind of, when I stop doing things, and you know what I mean, right? When you stop and really focus on being still and listening to God, that's when God inspires you. That's when God put things to order. And then you are able to clear up the clutter away, remove them, and be able to prioritize what is really important for the Lord. Because there's a lot of clutter out there. So sometimes it is in the not doing where we get to do more, because we are able to see Jesus. And how beautiful Jesus is. I mean, we forget how beautiful our Lord Jesus is. I don't want to preach anyway. That's I just want to. That song just kind of triggered in me the need to stop and behold how beautiful Jesus Christ is. Yeah. So thank you for that. Today we are going to have our theme is on exalting Christ through using our talents. You know what God has given us. And we have three short messages today. We have Robbie, Abel, Anthony. They will be speaking to us today. Also, she's not here. Happy birthday to Raymond.
All right.
Right? And of course, December the 6th will be our NewLife Speech Club. Don't forget. That's our final, right? Final Speech Club. So all club members, be sure you're there. And then the following day, December the 7th, we'll get a chance to serve at the Walter Homing Home and provide them worship service and also a dinner. You're invited. If you like to witness and see that, you're invited for the worship service. You're not invited for the dinner. We will prepare dinner for the ladies, right? But for the worship, yes, I think we probably have around 75 people, and thank you so much for Ken and Eva for also their big contribution for helping in that. Appreciate it. And also December 14th is going to be an activity which we'll be hearing more. And by the way, Robbie and Melinda have some messages or announcements to give.
Good afternoon, church.
Good afternoon.
I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who have just helped out with the open day last week. We were able to get 33 visitors, so thank you so much for everyone just had a helping hand and just making that a wonderful day. And we just thank you to those who made fantastic food and desserts. Oh my goodness, I've never seen so much dessert in my life. So thank you for that, for just the decorations inside the hall, outside the hall, for cleanup. There's children's church, the children leading worship. It was just an amazing day. So I just want to say thank you for all your efforts in putting that together. So, and just want to say that also thank you for coming on time at 1:45 last week too. So that's greatly appreciated. And I encourage you to continue coming at 1:45, as you never know when God may be using you in those 15 minutes before church. That's when welcoming a visitor. And we do have one of our open day visitors here, but she just had to duck out, who's Natasha, and I encourage you to welcome her a little later after church as well. So, and I'll hand over to Melinda.
Last week it was also announced that small groups will be starting soon, so thank you to those that signed up to be in one, and if anyone else is interested, contact Robbie or I or someone, anyone. We wanted to emphasize that the small groups, the plan is that they're not like Bible studies, they're more just like weekly groups where you meet with fellow New Life people, share life with them, apply what you learned in the sermon, get to know each other more, things like that. So no matter how busy you are, all of you can easily set 1 hour aside per week. And as the people who spoke last week talked about, that's what we did. Like, some of us were in college, some are working full time. I mean, I'm a teacher, I come home at 6 p.m., but it's just 1 hour a week that you set aside. Anyway, so it's been beneficial to us, so that's why we extended it. So if you want to sign up, and the hope is that they will start, not this week, but the following week. Okay. And then the last thing we wanted to say is that on December 14, as your bulletin says, will be our Christmas party. Our annual New Life Christmas service party, like we talked about parties last week. So it won't be an open day in the sense that we won't be passing out flyers, but we still want to encourage, as we do every year, just to invite friends and family. Robbie and I would appreciate the help. We haven't decided if we're going to do, if there's going to be a dance or a variety show or games. So please give us your input on what you think will be fun, okay? Because it's hard to decide. So if you have an idea of something fun to do during the Christmas party, please let us know. So that's December 14th.